Hi guys, this is going to be a quick little guide on how to defeat Kanrethad Ebonlocke, the last boss of the Warlock questline, and the last hurdle to you unlocking that really nice green fire. I mean, it's so nice, especially as demonology, because it's like, look at me, I am green, rawr 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 rawr. Anyways, first off I'll run through the talents and glyphs that I've selected for this fight. In my talents I've selected Soul Leech, since it grants absorption based on the damage that you put out, and then I've chosen Shadow Fury, for those crucial stuns that could potentially save your life. Following that I've selected Sacrificial Pact, which is the most important talent that you will be taking to avoid one of Kanrethad's wiping abilities. I mean, it's such a lifesaver. Next I've picked Burning Rush, just for any needed quick getaway. Followed by that I've chosen Grimoire of Sacrifice. Yep, that is right, you do not use pets here at all. And then the obvious kill gene's Cunning, because who does not love running and casting, right? It's the best thing since Jesus was born. Thank God Warlocks have that now. Now I'll just point out the main glyphs that I used for this fight. The rest you can just fill with whatever you please really. The two main glyphs that I used for Kanrethad are Glyph of Fear and Glyph of Enslaved Demon. I cannot stress how essential these glyphs are, and I'll explain exactly why that is when I go over the boss himself. They really, really help you. I placed a number of useful macros in the description that you can use at your own will. I won't go into detail on them just now because they'll just drivel on, and I don't really want to drivel on, so feel free to look at them. Okay, so now that we've looked at that, we can get started on Kanrethad himself. Before you start the encounter, set up a gateway as I have. You will use this as a threat drop only, just in case anything decides to attack you. Once you've done this, and have given yourself a Healthstone and whatnot, you're now ready to start the encounter. Upon starting the encounter, you'll see a big ass demonic gateway farm, and Kanrethad himself will exit it in Metamorphosis form. No fret, we can handle this, it's cool, we got this bruh. He'll start doing his usual roleplay as any other NPC, but don't get distracted by this because during this roleplay he will become active to attack. The second he does become active, feel free to go all out on him with all of your cooldowns. You want to inflict as much damage as you can. You can use Doomguard if you want to, or you can save it for the final push since Doomguard inflicts more damage on targets below 20% health. But if you're good with control, that really shouldn't be an issue, so it's just use it whenever you feel, oh shit, I need damage, I better pop Doomguard. So just use it whenever you feel is best to use it. So you've started to burst on Kanrethad. After he's finished roleplay, he'll begin channeling towards his gateway and will summon a Pit Lord. Don't worry about this though. Target the Pit Lord using Enslaved Demon, then revert back to attacking the boss. Make sure the Pit Lord attacks him as well though. Now the Pit Lord is what will keep you alive in this fight. It has three important abilities: Siphon Life, Fell Flame Breath, and Charge. Essentially you want to use Siphon Life on cooldown because you'll be taking damage continuously throughout the fight. However, if Kanrethad starts casting Chaos Bolt, you want to make sure Siphon Life is ready so you can heal yourself to near enough full health. Next in the arsenal is Fell Flame Breath. Kanrethad will inflict a few debuffs on you. Two of these debuffs can be cleansed though by this ability, and these debuffs are Seed of Terrible Destruction and Excruciating Agony. Use this on yourself on cooldown. If Seed of Terrible Destruction ticks off fully on you, you have a chance of getting an Annoying Imp, which interrupts your casting and is really... it made me wipe so many times. Last but not least is Charge. You use this to interrupt Kanrethad's Cataclysm, which is a one-shot if you successfully channels it. The only other times you can use this are when Fell Hunters come into the fight, or at the very start of the fight, because at the start of the fight Kanrethad will cast Curse of Ultimate Doom, which is a 7-minute debuff, or in other words it's just basically an enrage. Once it runs out you die, so you can prolong this by using Charge to interrupt that cast. Kanrethad will try and cast Chaos Bolt now and then, so heal yourself to full with Siphon Life, Ember Tap, and use this alongside Twilight Ward and Sacrificial Pact, as you will take next to no damage since Sacrificial Pact uses a percentage of your Pit Lord's health. Kanrethad will also use Rain of Fire throughout the fight, just avoid standing in this, it's really that easy. Now we'll move on to the next demons he summons, which you've seen me handle, Wild Imps. When these come in, get set up for doing some AoE. Rain of Fire, Fire and Brimstone followed with that spell's effect. You can use Shadow Fury to keep these imps grouped up. When they come in, instantly have your Pit Lord attack them. Use Fell Flame Breath on them to get rid of them as soon as possible. You can use your gateway here to drop aggro on them if they attack you, so they go to your Pit Lord instead. Very simple. Next he'll summon 3 Fell Hunters. This is where the fight can turn for the worst if you're very unlucky. How I managed these was when I seen the first Fell Hunter I immediately banished it, and as the second and third came in, I used the Pit Lord's charge on him and applied havoc, whilst popping Dark Soul to Chaos Bolt down as fast as possible. I then unbanished the remaining one and nuked it. Don't let them stay up for too long though, as they can dispel your enslaved. This is why we use the Glyph of Enslaved Demon for the reduced cast time. Finally, he'll summon a Doomlord. This is, if not the easiest part. Just banish it and nuke the boss, popping as many cooldowns as you can. Do as much damage as you possibly can here. After this it's just rinse and repeat. You'll go through the waves again until you defeat Kanrethad. When you come to the second wave of Fell Hunters, this is where the Glyph of Fear comes into play. Keep the Doomlord banished and fear the first Fell Hunter. After that, just Havoc / Chaos Bolt the remaining 2 down. With Fear in place, there isn't any need to kill the remaining Fell Hunter, it'll just stay CC'd. If you get to a second Doomlord, just drop aggro on it via portals, if you can that is, and just nuke the boss with all your heart. If you get used to doing it this way and master it after so many attempts, then congratulations on your well-deserved green fire. Best effect ever. Thank you for watching this guide, and I hope I've helped some of you. I'll leave some info down in the description below. Thanks.
I'm listening.